Welcome back to the Least Professional channel on YouTube. How's everybody doing? So you might notice this is a little bit different. Trying something new out. I'm going to be taking a little bit of a road trip, driving around. We're going to do some geocaching. We're going to do some talking about Bigfoot. Got some cool things to talk about there. It's going to be just a totally different video, so we'll see how it goes. Before we get started though, I did want to take a minute just to talk a little bit about the things going on in the world right now. With everything happening in Ukraine, it's been kind of a big deal, and I've been watching it closely over the past couple of weeks. I had a video out a couple weeks ago that day after the invasion started, so I didn't really know what was going to happen, and it looks like the Ukrainians have been fighting back, and that's awesome to see. So I want to just send thoughts out to them, and hopefully things will work themselves out and we'll have peace here soon. So with that being said, I've got a couple more things to finish up packing, and then we'll go ahead and hit the road.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, nah.
Alright, so as we're driving along here, I'm keeping an eye on the road, but wanted to elaborate a little bit on the opening. So we're going to get geocaches. We've actually I picked 7 geocaches in West Virginia. So that's where we're heading down to now. The plan right now, well, there's traffic around here. It's a pain in the ass. I can't say ass on my channel. Plan at the moment is basically to spend the day geocaching and then get a hotel, stay somewhere for the night, and then drive the rest of the way back tomorrow. We're just basically making a big loop. And the Bigfoot thing, I want to talk about the Bigfoot. I'm going to talk about that throughout the day. So it'll be sprinkled in. It's my first time with a travel type vlog, so bear with me. But I've been watching a lot of Bigfoot shows lately on YouTube, mostly History Channel shows. Which, if you're familiar with the History Channel, they're not great. But so I want to talk a little bit about those as well. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. And the ones I picked out, I've got 7 in cemeteries that we're going for. So yeah, that should be fun. And put this down for now because my arm's starting to hurt, and then I'll pick it back up later.
I don't know what I could say to convince you to hang around when you don't have to. There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe. But still you got me missing you. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, nah. God, I'm sick of this waiting. You got me going crazy tonight. So why don't you come on over and be my somebody to love? Somebody to love, somebody to love, somebody.
So we're stopping to get lunch, and it was really, really weird. So we stopped at McDonald's, obviously. But yeah, the one drive-through lane had hardly anybody in it, so hopefully it's working. know if you can see Fred sitting back there. So we did bring him along. She doesn't like to be on camera.
Sorry about that. Go ahead and order whenever you're ready.
I'm going to get a McChicken sandwich, a double cheeseburger, a large Dr. Pepper, a number 5, large with the Coke,
Any sauce?
sweet and sour, please.
Alright.
And I believe that will be all. This McDonald's isn't as bad as some of the other ones. With post-pandemic, fast food has been horrible. I don't know if any of you have noticed that or not, but it's been harder to get people to come back to work. And of course, people in the food service industry don't get treated the best as it is, not only by their employers but by customers, because a lot of customers are assholes, let's be honest. Oh, I forgot to order something for Fred.
Goody.
Poor guy's all skin and bones, minus the skin. Alright, we're going to get our food and then we're going to get back on the road. So, stay tuned.
You and I, we're trouble inside. Beating hearts don't lie. An empty page, a story to write. I'm in love, you're divine, and it's all in our signs. We're going away. Get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made. Lock your door, need no more. It's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go.
Alright, so as you can see, we're still driving, but I wanted to take a minute because I just realized we're going by someplace very special that I'm actually going to make a detour to stop at, because it's a cryptid story that I'm planning on covering in the next few months. I'm not exactly sure when, but so we're going to stop there and check that out here shortly. But before we get there, I wanted to start talking a little bit about Bigfoot, because so I've been watching, like I said, a lot of shows recently talking about Bigfoot, and one thing that they all seem to have in common that annoys the hell out of me is that essentially they will, all of them, every single one of them, have been saying things like, science doesn't believe in Bigfoot, science this, science that. And it's very clear and evident that these people don't understand science. They're treating it as a thing rather than a process and a method. And a lot of them, when they're talking about Bigfoot, the way that they're talking about it is, well, we have tracks and we have people hear hoots and hollers and all this stuff out in the woods at night. I wanted to bring this point up because I thought it was kind of funny. One of the guys I was watching, several of them, they'll get out in the woods and they'll start doing this hoot thing where they'll cup their hands over their mouth and they'll just go like, ooh, and make weird noises and shit. And I find it funny because all I can think of is how many of these Bigfoot sightings or these people that were out in the woods that heard this hooting and hollering and think that that's what Bigfoot sounds like were making that sound because somebody else had been searching for Bigfoot off in the woods one night and they had heard that and thought that that was Bigfoot. You have no way of knowing. You got people out in the woods looking for Bigfoot. And usually they'll all be in the same type of area, and it's kind of like where we are now. They'll all be in kind of the same type of area looking for Bigfoot. And what if they're just hearing each other and seeing each other? Not to mention the hoaxers and stuff that you have out there. So I wanted to say that because it was on my mind, and that's kind of how I'm going to do this. Is like as things come on my mind as I'm thinking about them, I'm just going to start recording. So hopefully it all comes out well. This is the first time I've done one of these, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of guessing and winging it. But we should be crossing the Ohio-West Virginia border here shortly and pulling into the first stop on our little trip. So yeah, stay tuned.
God, I'm praying I'm not alone in this air of hope. 'Cause I'm in love, you're a star, burning bright in my heart. We're going away, get your bag, check the tag, decision is made. Lock your door, need no more, it's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. We're going away, I get you back, check the tag, journey for life, and it's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. God, I'm praying I'm not alone in this air of hope. A journey for life, I'm right. No, 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 no.
All right, so this is the the waypoint, the detour. That's what it was. It's the detour that I said we were going to take. So if you're not familiar, right there's the Mothman, and I'm going to be making a video on the Mothman here in a few months. Just not today, but I figured since we were driving by here anyway, if anybody hadn't seen him before, that's him right there. So, but yeah, it's a quick detour. Just wanted to stop. Looks like the museum is open, so we'll probably go in there and just check that out real quick, and then we'll get back on the road.
When we go to bed at night, we won't turn out the light until we made it right and repair the fight. We talk about what's tough, not afraid to bring it up. We laugh when times are rough. All of is enough to carry us through. You bring me roses on a Tuesday, kiss me at the red light. We both like to walk down in Shelby Park. You hold my head at bedtime, you know my favorite wine. This is why we work, why it's you and I.
In the middle of the day, you turn to me and say, come on, let's get away. Skip this town for a day. Get behind the wheel and drive. We don't care about the time with you by my side. I don't need to hide, I feel alive. You bring me coffee in the morning, posted with a love note. We both like to take it on a Sunday night. You know just when to kiss me, you know I don't like whiskey. This is why we work, why it's you and I.
Alright, so we finally made it to the location of the first geocache. Oh my god. So, last night I went ahead and set all of this up so that I had, the geocaches all ready to go and on the map, so I could, just pull it up on my phone here, Google Maps, right? That was not a good idea, because Google Maps, if you put GPS coordinates from geocaching.com into Google Maps, it apparently doesn't know what it's doing, because it literally took us to a place 4 miles off that direction, and we're out there in the middle of nowhere, and of course, we're in West Virginia, and cell phone service is spotty as can be. As a matter of fact, West Virginia, we gotta have a talk, because what the hell? First of all, most of the roads we've been on have been back roads, and they're all just potholes everywhere. They're a mess. Second of all, cell phone coverage out here. Do you people not believe in cell phones? Like, cell phone coverage. Get cell phone coverage. Put towers up. It's not that difficult. Oh, anyway. Now that I've got that off my chest, I suppose we should go see if we can find this geocache. It's a little cemetery back here, so we're gonna go see if we can track this thing down. All right, so let's take a look over here. We need to go. So it says we need to go about 80 feet this way. So let's see what we can find over here. One thing I know about this time of year, being that it's March, I'm not worried about stepping on any yellow jacket nests.
Or spiders.
Or running into any spiders, although the wind is a little crazy.
It picked up all of a sudden.
It's 37 feet. My guess is it's down here.
Probably where that fell. Oh, you got it
Oh, walk around. Alright, if it's not one thing, it's another. I don't know exactly where it ran out, but I was walking over here to get the geocache, and my SD card ran out of space. The other one was a 64 gigabyte. I swapped it out and put, this is the first time I've ever had to switch SD cards when filming. So now I have 128 gigabyte. So let's see. I have another one if I need it. So we'll see how much footage we wind up getting. But yeah, so I'm not sure where it cut out. So I'm gonna walk over here real quick and kind of just show you the area where we had to walk down to get to the geocache. So I'll put that footage in, and that's where we had to go to get it. It was kind of difficult to find, actually. It took us a minute. It's been a while since we've been out geocaching, so kind of off our game, but we did find it and logged it. So it's my 651st find. Pretty proud of that. But I wanted to check this out. So I'm trying to get some pictures while we're out here too. And check that out. That's pretty sweet. The Long Casey Cemetery. I'm a little confused. It's the Long Casey Cemetery, but I'm pretty sure that's not Long Casey. I think that's Jesus. Just gonna throw that out there. And I think I will go ahead and get a picture of this sign here. Yeah, I was hoping that there would be more statues out here. but I'm not seeing any. But I also kind of hoped that we would see Bigfoot. This is West Virginia, right? This is Bigfoot's home territory. Now, I suppose, so based on the shows I've been watching and some of the research that I've done, and I'm gonna be covering the Ohio Grassman here probably around the time I'm planning on kind of getting into these cryptids and kind of doing them all pretty similar time frames. So maybe over the course of like a month and a half, I'll film all of the cryptid things. But I'm looking at doing the Ohio Grassman, and that's what I'm going to really dig in. The stuff I want to talk about today has more to do with Bigfoot himself and whether or not he even exists. Because there's so many people that will swear up and down they've seen Bigfoot, or they've heard Bigfoot, they've seen footprints, they've got tracks. There's all of this stuff out there. And what a lot of these shows and stuff don't realize is that that's not evidence. Pictures, the same thing with ghosts, because we've talked a lot about ghosts. Pictures, footprints, those things aren't evidence because they can be faked and because it's not an actual, we need a body, we need an actual Bigfoot. And the problem is you know, people say, well, they're just really elusive, they're really good at hiding. So is a lot of other animals that we've found over time. Bears, moose, deer, they're all pretty good at staying hidden, but yet you still see them pretty commonly when you're out and about, especially when you're in territory where they're supposed to be. You know, if you go out west, you're going to see a ton of brown bears. If you go into the Appalachian Mountains, you're going to be likely to see black bears. Like, they're out there. You won't see them all the time, but it's enough that we've seen them and we've studied them, and we're able to, you know, we can tranquilize a bear and put a tracker on it and see where it goes. We can study their habitats. So all of that stuff kind of combines. Bigfoot, if it was an actual animal out there, would have to be a big enough population that it would be seen somewhere by enough people that we wouldn't say we think this is Bigfoot territory. We would say, yeah, Bigfoot's one of the animals in the area. And I realize that there are people that do say that because they believe without evidence. But it's the same thing with ghosts. You can't believe without evidence. You can't just accept on at face value that there's actually something there. So, yeah. Now that I've gone off on that tangent, planning on getting a few more. Like I said earlier, we've got my wife hanging out over there. We've got seven geocaches on the list. Something tells me we're not getting all of them because it's already 2 o'clock. What time is it?
2:47.
It's almost 3 o'clock. So we left the house at about 11 this morning, drove down, stopped in Point Pleasant, and then got here. I'd hoped to get here a little earlier. The other ones aren't necessarily far away, but because they're in cemeteries, usually respectful to try not to, you know, be in cemeteries after dark and that kind of thing. It's not that I mind, but being down here in the middle of nowhere, if the car breaks down or something on the back road, if we get a flat tire and it's dark, I just don't want to risk that. So trying to be a little bit safe, a little bit conscious. If it gets a little dark, it's not a big deal. I've got lights and stuff I'd love to try out. So maybe we'll get a chance to do that. But yeah, otherwise, take a nice good look. This is the entirety of the cemetery. It's not very big. But yeah, let's hop in the car and head off, and maybe we'll get to the next cemetery a little easier than this one. So I'll talk to you in a minute.
When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass among the flowers. We just let the days pass by. People would tell us to get a grip of ourselves and get a job. We didn't care what we were told, 'cause when we were younger, we used to sit on the grass and go, damn, I don't wanna grow old. I wish I could turn back time.
All right, so a little bit of a change of plans. We were going to go after the second geocache, but then got a little itch of not wanting to be on the back roads. So we're getting on the freeway. And we're kind of driving. I'm not quite sure the destination yet. But that's what adventuring is all about. Just kind of going out and seeing what happens, seeing where you wind up. And yeah, so that's what we're doing now. And we are currently heading west, if I don't screw up my directions. We're still in West Virginia, but yeah, no 100% destination in mind. We'll see where life takes us. Oh, there's a yard sale.
Yeah, that's how big it is.
Yeah.
Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It wasn't possible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free. When we were 17.
Well, this is the bad part about traveling. I don't know how well that's coming out. I'll have to take some B-roll of this in a minute, but traffic. The minute we get on the freeway, traffic.
When we got older, we tried to stay in touch, but we had to move on. Life ran away from us. If I could go back, be 17 again, yeah, I would, just to see all my friends running around the city, acting crazy like we used to do. I wish I could turn back time. Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It wasn't possible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free. When we were 17. When we were 17. When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass and go, damn, I don't wanna grow old. Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It wasn't possible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free. When we were 17. When we were 17.
And this is the fun of just kind of picking out where we go. We are at a rest stop in Kentucky, and we're going to get a geocache. Where's it at?
Behind here.
Yeah, so we just stopped at this rest stop and decided to check the map. And saw...
Are you guys geocaching?
Maybe?
I know where it's at. It says corner.
I just was looking at the hint. It says it was in the corner.
Yeah, it's in the corner, but it's not the corner of the building.
$20. We'll show you where it's at.
It's not the corner of the building, but you're really close.
Not the corner of the building. I
You're
mean,
looking in the right area. I'll tell you
Door.
that.
That's what I was thinking it was down here, but I don't think
You're
we're...
looking in the right area.
It's gonna be down there, man. It's under a rock.
I know where it's at.
That's my thought, but like, that's...
It
A
is.
lot of rocks down there.
Right?
It's in one of the corners down there.
Right there. Lift the rock up.
Here?
I've got too many cameras.
Right there.
There it is. Found it! You get to sign this one.
You're 99, right? 1999.
1999. So there we go. This time, as you can see, that's what the container looks like for a geocache. Alright, so we did get some help for that last one. But this one, there's nobody over here to help us. So, turns out there's 3 at this rest stop, which is crazy. Because typically, you alright? Typically geocaches have to be 510 feet, 516 feet apart. I forget exactly how far. So having 3 at one rest stop is pretty cool. And I think, we'll find out here in a minute, but I think I know kind of where this one's going to be at.
There's a bird nest in there.
See what?
There's a bird nest in there.
There is?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, hell. Let's see if we can capture that. The camera. There's no bird in it. Kind of cool, though. Huh? Down there.
Yeah, see? In the trees.
Well, shit. I guess we're going down here.
Get my big butt down here.
So after riding in the car for such a long time, it's always nice to get out and walk around. It's kind of the fun part of geocaching is being able to actually do that.
Ew, it's still wet down here.
A little bit. I'm telling you right now, if it's where I think it is, I'm not sticking my hand in there.
Keep going. Down the trail. We got 200.
Down the trail, she says. If that's the trail. I hope I'm capturing that. So we get this tree laying in the way.
Yeah, the tree's in the way. See? The tree's in the way.
It's still saying 121 more feet?
Yeah. Down that way.
How is that even possible?
Well, yours doesn't say that.
I said 111, 115.
Oh, nope.
Holy crap, I guess we're going under the tree. Maybe. Are you going to be able to get down here? Ow!
Prickers.
Prickers, watch out. Oh,
I don't get stuck on prickers again.
well, that was interesting.
You got mud on your pants.
Well, of course I do.
Ouch!
Yeah, see? Now you're getting prickers.
I got prickers last time too. Let me look over this.
You got it?
My legs aren't long.
73 feet. This thing better be back here. I didn't even read the logs for it.
Let's see, what is the hint? There is no hint.
There's a DNF. Container, wood pieces found as damaged. Not sure if this is it. We might have just walked over here for nothing.
Here's another picture. This is more clear.
Oh, you know what? I think I see something. That looks like it would have been it at one time. Yeah, it looks like it would have been it at one time.
Yeah, because that's where the picture shows.
So this is what we're looking at right now. And
Yeah, that's what the picture shows on the other thing.
there ain't no container there. And sadly, sometimes that's what happens. You can't find it and it winds up DNF. Did not find. So, but there's one more, so we'll see if we can get to this other one. And yeah, so I'll pick it back up when we get closer to there though.
Drawings.
Yeah, it's down there. Alright, so we're walking over to get this other one over here. Thankfully, it was found in December. I thought to check that before we started walking over. But I also recorded a short, so if any of you saw that short and you were wondering, where was he at? It's here in Kentucky at a rest stop. I'll actually link the geocaches that we got here down below. And that way you can kind of...
You kind of just gave that away.
Figure out, huh? Gave what away?
You said if anybody can guess where I'm at.
On the short?
Oh.
The short
never
went
mind.
live. This video
I
is
thought
going to be
you
a
were live again.
That's amazing. But yeah, I'll link the geocache we're getting down below so that you guys can see exactly where we were at, so that you can see how accurate your guesses were. I'll hop over this little cauldron. Alright, it's not a cauldron. I don't know what the hell they're called. Culvert? It's a culvert. Almost there. Every time I think it's going to be close, still 100 feet away.
It's probably going to be on that green thing over there.
Or on the fence. 55. Oh, come on.
But it's going to be on the fence.
29. Don't make me walk into the fence. Oh. Are these
I
prickle?
can see it from here. It's that blue thing right there.
Is it?
I'm not walking in there.
Well, I'm gonna need the pen.
Here.
Here, you record me. Flip the screen around so you can see.
Is it that blue thing?
Official geocache.
Yep. Knew it.
Of course it is. Look at all that empty space.
Well, you don't have a bracelet this time to stick in there.
No.
The bees kind of took that away.
The wonderful thing about doing it this time of year, there's no bees nests.
I got 281. I'll be lucky if I make 300.
Alright, so I can put that away. Now, here's the best part about this as we walk back to the car. So, if y'all remember seeing my video last year, the Stung by Yellow Jackets video, I went geocaching with my buddy Austin. And he's been threatening to catch up to me for a while now. It's not a competition. You know, it's not about who can get the most geocaches or anything.
Yes, it is.
But I have more by I have like 200 more than him. And he keeps saying, oh, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna geocache and I'm gonna catch up. And I can say all this knowing he doesn't watch my videos, so he'll never see this. But yeah, I found that kind of funny. And he can't even do it now, right? He broke his leg a couple weeks ago. So he can't even go out geocaching now until his leg heals up, and that's going to take another like 3 months. So if you do wind up watching this, Austin, I'm at 653. By the time your leg gets healed up, I think I'm going to try to get to 1,000.
Oh my god.
And maybe I'll record my journey. I'll make that a special set of videos on the channel here. But yeah, that's what I got. We're gonna head back to the car and get out of here and drive somewhere else.
Here.
Huh?
Someone lost control and ramped up here.
Yeah. Alright, see you in a bit.
It's 1 a.m. and I ain't tired. I can stand right here and talk all night if you want. I ain't got no place to be, no one's waiting for me. I won't lie, I'm into you. Got like a million ideas what we could do. Cause I'm not gonna let you slip away, I won't waste this. There's something about the way you fix your eyes on me. I can't help myself, fall in love, I go crazy. What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, think my heart's turned up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to be with you. What you wanna do now? What's to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love? When you talk or listen close, there's just something about your voice. I think that every word you say to me is like poetry. I just want you for my own. It's really easy to tell that you're the best girl I've ever known. I'm not gonna waste this. What you wanna do now? Should we head back to my place? When you give me that smile, think my heart's turned up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to be with you. What you wanna do now? What's to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love?
I don't think it's too dark. It's sunset just happened, so we were trying to find a scenic overlook. Well, there's a deer. I can't see it in the camera though.
There's two of them. Oh, there was a baby.
They ran off. So we didn't get the deer. But yeah, we were trying to find a scenic overlook. And apparently the best Kentucky has, at least in Lexington, isn't even a scenic overlook, but they call it a scenic overlook. So it looks like it has something to do with, it's a historical site, apparently. Geology in the land. Yeah, so it's a historical site. Which is, you know, interesting, I guess.
Can you take a picture of the horse over there?
Yeah, I do want to take a picture of the horse, actually. So, there's hold on a minute. It's a picture of Secretariat. I believe Secretariat was a Triple Crown winner, I think. I know you don't know.
I don't know.
I think Secretariat was a Triple Crown winner, is why. Could be why there's a statue there. Huh?
He's on a horse.
Secretariat was the horse, honey.
Oh, I thought it was the person. See, I didn't know.
Are you looking at me or the horse?
Both.
See, I was hoping for some sunset, but
It's too cloudy for that.
we didn't get any sunset action. We didn't even get a very scenic overlook. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Lexington, Kentucky, get your shit together, because this is not a scenic overlook.
It's their scenic overlook.
Look, West Virginia, you guys need to get cell phone service, okay? This right here is called a cell phone. This is what we use in the 21st century to communicate, okay? Kentucky, Lexington specifically, y'all need to figure out what a scenic overlook is. If you want to find out, go a little bit further east. Either, you know, go east to your neighbor, West Virginia, because they do have overlooks pretty well nailed down. Or even better, go out to like Colorado. They've got some gorgeous overlooks. One of those, figure that out, and then this is not a scenic overlook. I'm sorry, that's just not. So, yeah, but other than that, I don't know what we're doing after this.
I'm gonna go look around.
Oh, you're gonna go look? You're my camera woman. You're gonna leave me?
Yeah.
God damn.
You're just standing here.
Yeah, I was talking. I was...
Complaining about phones and overlooks.
Yes, because the states can't seem to figure this stuff out.
Iowa doesn't have bathrooms.
All right, we'll look around and see if I can take some more pictures. I don't know if there's anything else picture-worthy here,
So
but we'll
which
see.
one's worse? Iowa, Kentucky, or West Virginia?
Oh, don't even get me started. Well, we're going to walk around and then we'll pick this back up in a little bit. Well, turns out this place wasn't a complete waste of time. We did get another geocache. So that is our 4th one today, I believe. All right.
Yes. We got one DNA.
So re-hide that. Needed the flashlight because we got back over close to the car, and then I was like, hey, I'm going to see if there's any geocaches over here, and there was. So we did wind up getting that. So I'm going to log that, and then we're going to get back in the car and find something to eat, and then decide on what we're going to do next. I don't know if we're going to get a place for the night, or if we're just going to drive on through back to home, because we're only a few hours away from home, and neither of us are tired. So I will I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Alright, so we just stopped to get something to eat. Went to Taco Bell in Kentucky. Found another thing wrong with Kentucky. They don't have chili cheese burritos at their Taco Bells. At least not this one. I am very disappointed in you, Taco Bell. Chili cheese burritos should be a staple at every single Taco Bell. If you've never had chili cheese burritos before, I feel sorry for you. They're delicious. They're God's gift to Taco Bell to people.
Oh my god, the tacos are fucking cold. It's disgusting.
And the tacos are cold. So my wife's tacos were cold. My 5-layer burrito was like
Not a burrito.
2.5 layers. It was not. This entire experience has been horrible, needless to say. But we're only a few hours from home, so we're gonna, I think, drive home. And
Kentucky sucks.
Kentucky sucks. We're gonna try to avoid coming back here, I think.
This part of it, anyway.
At least this part. Lexington. We'll stay away from Lexington, Kentucky. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of the moon. There's really nice kind of crescent moon out tonight, so I'm gonna see if I can get that. Not a picture, a video. And yeah, other than that, I don't think I'm gonna record anymore on the way home, just because it's dark and it's already hard enough to pay attention to the road when it's dark. So, but I will record when we get home for an outro. So I'll talk to y'all later.
Heading back to what used to be home, passing by those little towns I know so well, stopping for gas and then I'm behind the wheel again. Driving is like a spiritual cleanse, where every mile is a new beginning and every bend holds a new end. Eyes on the road, don't lose control. I'm speeding fast to chase my soul. I'm driving to get away, running through emotions high and low, holding on or letting go. I'm fighting another day. The neon lights in the fast lane light, riding high, reaching for the sky. I had it all but lost and fell back down again. Spent my time playing the game where every single day was a losing battle and every drink was a dead end. Eyes on the goal, don't lose control. I'm living fast, I've lost my soul. I'm driving to get away, running through emotions high and low, holding on or letting go. I'm fighting another day.
to be home, where every mile is a new beginning and every bend goes a new end.
What's up, guys? So, full disclosure, today is the 9th, so it's like 4 days almost later that I'm recording the outro for this. I just got around to editing it. It's been a crazy couple of days. We didn't get back till almost midnight on Saturday night, and we were exhausted. So, to be honest, I didn't stay up very, very much longer after we got home. We got everything unpacked, the car unloaded and everything, and then went to bed. And then just kind of been relaxing. I had to work yesterday and today, so. But I wanted to get this recorded, get the outro done, because I've been editing, and I'm excited about how this is coming out. This is something brand new for me, so hopefully you guys like this format. It's not going to be something that is going to be like an every video format, but I would like to do one of these a month. You know, something travel vlog type related. A lot of it's going to depend, honestly, on gas prices, because apparently things are getting kind of rough. In the past few days, they've escalated quite a bit over in Europe with Ukraine and the whole Russia situation. So all of that's going on, and so I'm keeping an eye on that and gas prices. But honestly, I'd like to get out more and do these kind of things once a month. You know, maybe once every couple of months, depending on how the gas prices and everything else goes with the world. But yeah, I enjoyed putting this together. So I don't want to stretch this out. I don't want to make it much longer, but I did want to just add this little outro here. I want to say thank you all to everybody that's watched through this entire video, because it's going to be about an hour long at the end. So if you did stick around, thank you very much. If you stuck around and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, or check out a couple other videos and subscribe. My channel's kind of free flow. I'm still kind of finding my way and just making whatever I feel like making and enjoying myself along the way. So I do appreciate everybody that has come along with it for the journey, and everybody that joined me for this trip. If you do want to see more of these, let me know down in the comments section. If you absolutely hated it, let me know down in the comments section. I'm interested in your guys' opinions, because this is, like I said, a brand new type of format for me. It's something completely different from what I usually do. So I want to get everybody's thoughts. But that being said, that's all I've got. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because, like I said, it's almost an hour long already. But I'll throw another video up just if you want to go check out another video. But I appreciate y'all. Everybody have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.